daddy don't care about you or me. He paying another woman's kids' bills instead of yo. He a cheater and a liar.
I don't know what that means. I'm 5 years old. Now I hate my dad. I'm not gonna talk to him. It's like,
yo, daddy here.
Hey, son. Son, why do you always act like that when I come over? I love you,
Mom said
little
you
nigga.
never helped her when I was growing up. She really needed it.
Boy, I gave your mama $4,000 a week.
$4,000 a week?
Sit down and let's have a talk.
We divorced because of your mom's jealousy.
She said you cheated.
Exactly. That's why she was jealous. Honestly, son, we couldn't stop arguing. I wanted to make it work. I lost my money. She divorced me. See you, son. Learn from my mistakes.
Mom, you said dad never helped you. He just told me he helped you this whole time.
Oh, what? You mean that little 4,000?
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms and your lives to do so. This is Brother Lahad coming to you with another lesson. All right, as you can see, you know, this Jake right here, he did a video. It was satire, but the thing is that it reflects some truth of what happens, and a lot of it's happening to every tribe amongst Israel, but especially Southern Kingdom, and now it's starting to happen to other nations as well, man. You know, because this is an American agenda to get means of bread. You know, and the usual Jake MO. You know, the woman she has a resentment towards the father because he might have messed with another woman, what have you. But that just goes to show you that that's another reason why, you know, it shouldn't be the spirit out here of saying that a man can't have multiple women, because then as soon as a woman, especially in this society, they all want to get offended and say, well, you know, it doesn't say that you have to do this, or say that not every woman's built for that, as an excuse for them to leave and do some BS, when in reality they're supposed to be all with it. You know, but they'll take that route of saying that I was treated unfairly, when at the most this man only did one thing, which is normal amongst men, and that's to have another woman. All right, that doesn't mean that a woman's being treated wrong, man. But that mischief that Esau cooked up with knowing the hearts of women, you know, because he read these scriptures and he knows our people. All right, he used this against us. It's Sirach chapter 26, verse 6. It says, "But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge, Salaki, goddamn devil, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all." All right. So, you know, hey, this evil woman, you know, as the scriptures call her, she corrupted she corrupted good manners with evil communication by putting this on the man's children, because especially the males of the man, because that's how he's gonna lead his nation, by him having sons, man. And the scripture says in the book of Sirach, the 30th chapter, if I can get it real quick, this is Sirach 30:3. It says, "He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him." All right, because you're raising up a man, you know, that's like you, but without most of the faults that you have. That's the reason why, you know, you're supposed to have fathers in this world, man. You know, because a woman can't really teach wisdom or critical thinking. The only thing she can teach is panic, all right, distress, and sometimes compassion. But with most of these women, they don't even have that compassion. You know, not trying to talk down on them, but the American woman is really very destructive towards nation building, man. And on this side, you know, the simps of her kingdom, her peasants, they don't like her being corrected, so that she could actually be what you call a so-called good woman, you know, because not one woman lives up to that Proverbs 31. You know, although they all got that in their bios, that they're a Proverbs 31 woman, and not one woman. Most of the women don't even cook that have that in their goddamn bio, man. Let alone bring peace. And that's not me talking of an ill heart. It's just it's facts, man. You know, they can only fake the funk for so long until, you know, they're just not with it. But it says, though his father die, Yet he is as though he were not dead, for he have left one behind him that is like himself. Which is what we're trying to do. You're supposed to leave behind a memorial of righteousness when you have an heir, man. You're leaving this man with wisdom. You're not leaving him to be destitute, left into the dust, and forsaken, man. In derision, being confounded. Not knowing how to move in this world, like most young men. Especially Jake. That's how they moving now, man. Like I think it was Kirk Franklin who just found out about his father. That his mom was lying about who his father was, and he just discovered his father lived down the street from his damn place. And then you had all the women, especially in the comments, saying that around that time I would have given up because they feel like they don't need their fathers. But you need your father more than you need your mother, and as well as you need your mother, you need your father. But this is the fatherless, godless generation that is destined to be destroyed, man. This is that wicked generation that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy. All right, but it says, while he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him, and when he died, he was not sorrowful. Why? Because he taught his son how to survive without him, which is the point of having parents. That's one of the reasons why the Lord is raising us up right now. Under the schoolmaster, which is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. So when we become grown, meaning full righteous, and in our righteous bodies, we're going to know how to maneuver without having to go back to the scriptures. We're going to have the scriptures already written in us, man, because we're going to be full grown, weaned from the breast, weaned from all this world, man. All right. But going back into it, the point of this lesson is that this destruction, it's been the split of the so-called black household for the longest, man. The fact that once Satan actually got through to Eve and made her eat that fruit of saying that she don't need a man, well, look at the condition that the black community is in. It's destroyed. And now you hear all these podcasts to the point that everybody's talking about it, but nobody's applying anything really. And still this degradation is being pushed even harder because the Lord doesn't want a building on this side like that. The building that he wants, as a matter of fact, gonna get it.
Oh, come on. You're right up here to the left.
I think is it in Timothy's? Yeah, so like it's 2 Corinthians 5:1. It says, "For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens." All right. So, hey, sooner or later, we're gonna be full grown out of these bodies, man. And we're not gonna have to deal with the day-to-day chaos, man. But going back into it, this has been a destruction of the household, and hey, it's the reason why the Lord had to send his spirit back in the earth for us to spiritually nation build as the tabernacle of David. All right. It says in verse 7, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her as though he had held a scorpion. And that is pretty much all women in America. Now, if a woman repents and turns from this, then she'll be just, man. But she has to receive that she's doing wrong to feel that cut, that embarrassment. They have to feel like they're doing something negative. But the thing is, people in this world don't allow that. They justify it by emotion, so they stop these women from receiving this cut. If they were to be, saved, they got to be cut, man. Just like it says in the book of Acts. I'm gonna get it real quick. Yeah, this is Acts chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 36. Therefore, let all the house of Israel know assuredly that the Most High have made that same Yahweh Shai, whom ye have crucified, both Lord and Hamashiach. Now, when they heard this, they were pricked in their heart, meaning they were cut. they felt like they did something wrong, because they actually did, man. You know. Now there's a difference in being cut and justifying yourself, which is what people of this world do. The Spirit says that, hey, if you do that, then you're prideful, man. You act like you're not worthy of the death or the destruction that comes with your works, that you're too good for it. Yeah, a woman pushing her man out of the household, you know, not allowing him to see his kids and taking his substance, that's wicked in the eyes of the Most High, regardless if you want to hear that or not. All right? But it says, now when they heard this, they were pricked in their heart and said unto Peter and to the rest of the apostles, men and brethren, what shall we do? So they were cut, and they were wondering, like, well, what can we do to make this right? Which is what, yeah, as silly as it sounds, you know, in this world, you know, every last baby mama should go to their children and to the father of their children and ask for forgiveness and do whatever they could to forgive them, whether it's giving money or just trying to be in whatever good standard with these people, man. That is a righteous act in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, but it's a pitiful act. I mean, it's a negative act in the eyes of the people of this world. Shit, I was just looking at something online where, you know, you had the girl Christian Rock talking about Blueface, you know, which they're two niggas, but you know, she was like, yeah, we love each other, we're doing what's best for our family, and all throughout the comments, you know, people are all in her business, even though she put this online, saying that she's stupid, you know. But I mean, if anything, she wasn't humble enough, and then, you know, didn't say enough, because really, you know, what happened in these relationships where they say that that's embarrassing, to a degree it is, because it's humbling. A woman is supposed to share a man. That's the bottom line. That's what the scripture says, man. You should have no problem doing such, especially in today's society where they push Moism. But with that, I'm have to come back and do a part 2 to this video, because my ride is here. So I'm gonna say shalom, and I'm gonna do the rest of this video, Lord willing, soon.